Alrighty guys, so we are doing a giveaway, so stay tuned to the end of the video and see how you can participate. Alright guys, today we are doing a battery replacement on this Mech Tools jump starter. So, we're going to inspect the cables, make sure they're still fine, make sure nothing scratched them or rubbed them the wrong way. Got nothing here. I like that it's got this, it's easy to charge. This is a very good design, very simple, basic, no bells or whistles. So we're going to unwind these cables and get started. Cables are looking good, no damage there. All right, here we're going to have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 Phillips head screws that need to come out. I've gone ahead and removed them already. And again, really nice design. This comes right off. There's no wires connected to it that prevents you from removing it all the way. Just take it away. I love that. All right, we got an 18 amp hour battery in here, or 20 or 21, depending on what you decide to use. We will be putting a full throttle battery in here. It does not get better than this. These are awesome. These are great for both reserve capacity, meaning they will hold their charge for a long time really well, or can be cycled technically. Though they're not specifically designed to be cycled, they can take that cycling much better than a standard VRLL battery. And they're also very strong, very strong. So rated not down here at 230 CCA, but in reality, they deliver quite a bit more than that. So we're gonna go ahead and remove this and put the new one in. Should be pretty quick, so let's do this. All right, so we're gonna have 10 mil bolts here, and here. So we're just gonna ratcheting 10 mil screw, wrench, and we're just gonna take these off here. I like to get rid of the negative first. Good practice when you're working on automotive things, although with this, it doesn't matter quite as much. And I guess as it loosens, we're actually gonna end up extracting the entire bolt, which is also fine because we're not gonna be reusing them. Tight squeeze. All right, we're gonna keep track of how many things we have connected here. We got one main wire and 3 small wires here that go on the negative. We got one main wire and 2 wires here on the positive. Just for laughs and giggles, let's see what this battery's sitting at. 6.4. That definitely won't do it. Do we need to replace it? Probably. It says 21 March 17, so that's probably about 7 years old at the time of this video. All right, drop in, pretty simple. Make sure you get positive matched up with the right side here. All right, and this is gonna come with its own set of bolts, washers, and locking washers. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get the bolt, the lock nut washer, and the washer. Then we're gonna start capturing our wires. Let's go big one first. And then it doesn't matter what order you do the little ones in, as long as you get them all. Come down here, we'll hand tighten it first. This one nice and snug before moving on to the negative. Beautiful. All right, same thing over here. We got the nut. Same thing over here. We got the bolt. Lock nut washer. Washer. We'll get the big one first. All right, we'll tighten that down. Beautiful. All right. Let's take the voltage here, see where we're sitting on the new battery. 1299. Great. before we close it all up, we're gonna make sure it's all working. So we're gonna come up to the clamps here. It's kind of a wide gap clamps. And we're just gonna make sure this is working. Voltage is coming through the box out here. 1299, that's what we wanna see. As these are dangling, when you connect a new battery, make sure they're not able to hit each other. That would make a pretty spark. Sometimes I'll just clip them onto a work table where I'm working, or at least one of them. All right. I like to put a date on there so I know when I did this. It is now 10 of 2024. All right, let's seal this back up here. Now, as you're sealing this back up, if you're going to use a drill, set it for a very low setting to where it starts to do that clicky thing and grinding the drill at a very low setting. That way you don't rip out the built-in threads here. It's just a plastic box. You will rip right through them. I myself prefer to hand tighten everything down. You also have the option of doing it partly with a drill and then finishing with this. Use your noggin. Just know that if you just crank it down with like an impact or even just a standard drill on a high torque setting, you will rip right through it. So here's how the giveaway works, guys. I'm giving away this jump box totally free to any subscriber that leaves me a comment. I'll choose a winner at random and I'll reach out to you and let you know you're the winner, and we'll figure out how to get this to you. Also, here's a tip. If you're having trouble getting the screws in or out, because this is not magnetic, just take a magnet, rub it on there for a minute, and then these will stick just fine. Alternatively, though I don't know why you'd need to, there's no reason you can't just put a magnet on here, magnetize it that way. All right, final steps here. We'll wrap up our cables so they're not hanging around, dangling, getting stepped on, rolled over, stretched out unnecessarily. And let's see if we got the voltage reading on here. Yeehaw! Just under 13. Love it. All right, guys, if you want to win this box, drop me a comment, subscribers. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.